Hi, good morning. So, welcome back. This is a video about how to write your conclusion. So, if you're watching this video, it means that you have written your introduction paragraph, and you've probably written 3 really great body paragraphs. And now you're ready, you're on your last step, you're ready to sum everything up, and you're just about ready to get your paper turned in. So, it's an exciting step. So, conclusion, really important because you're summing up all your main points. This is the last thing that you're going to leave your reader with before the paper ends. So it's really important that even though this is the end and you're probably feeling like I just want to get this done, really important to give 100% here and have a really great conclusion to end with. So a couple of things you're going to do. There's a lot here, so whenever you feel like you hear something that you need to go ahead and do to your conclusion, just pause the video and then you can come back and finish up the parts that you didn't do yet. So the first thing is rehook them. In the introduction paragraph, we use like a question, a quotation, or a short story to suck our reader in and make them interested in what we had to say. Do it again. So you might use a quote that you thought was really great from your articles that you didn't get to use anywhere else in your essay, okay? You might refer to a story that you told previously, like remember how that happened. Or you might have a story that you encountered that you want to, just like a short couple sentence story that you might want to include. Use one of those, hook your reader back in, then you're going to restate your thesis. So you're going to say, this is what I thought, and these are the reasons. So, I thought germline editing was ethical because, and then name those 3 reasons you talked about in each of your paragraphs, okay? Then summarize the main points. So this is kind of like what you did in your intro, but a little bit different. So what were the main points that you made in your body paragraph? So go back to those 3 reasons that you gave and then explain a little bit about each of those reasons. Really short and quick, but just kind of reviewing what you talked about, okay? Then you're going to end with some final thoughts. This is the part where you might share something that you learned. That kind of gives the reader a way to look at things through your lens, okay, through your perspective. So you could talk about something that you learned, or you could give the reader something to consider before they go. So for germline editing, that could be like, maybe you want them to think about how this is going to affect future generations, right? That would be the babies of the edited babies, okay? Maybe you want them to think about how everybody can access this type of service, whether they're rich or poor or in the middle, okay? Maybe you want them to consider having a group of people from all different countries that can discuss this and work together internationally to make this happen. So you decide, like, what final thoughts do you want that person to walk away with, because that's the last thing they're going to be reading, okay? And if you need some help coming up with ideas, your teachers are good resources. But the best thing that you can do is kind of look back on your essay and, like, what are the final things that you want somebody to walk away thinking about when they read this conclusion, okay? So those are the things. Again, I'm just going to go through them. Rehook your reader, suck them back in. Restate your thesis and your reasons for what you're claiming. Summarize your main points. That should be like 2 sentences maximum, okay? And then your final thoughts. What are your final thoughts about this? What should the reader consider, or what did you learn? Okay? And then that's the last part. I'll probably do one more video about how to do your article references. But that's pretty easy. So, this is like the last block of what you're doing. So, nice work.